Heated grips, that's right. I'm going to be installing these heated grips on my bike. This works for every bike, and I really recommend heated grips. Now, these are just some I picked up on Temu, or was it Amazon? I don't know. They are all pretty interchangeable. It used to be that these things would cost a bunch, and there's different types of heated grips you can get. There's the little film that you put underneath your existing grips if you like that, or you can get what I got, which is the entire grip itself, the assembly, the throttle, everything comes together, and this was like $20. So the prices have come down. Thank you, China. And there's also overgrips. So the overgrips I have used, I don't like them because they're too thick on your hands. So it's much better to have this. And the reason you want heated grips is that, sure, in the winter, you might not ride, but if you ride in the spring, the early mornings are cold, and when you come home at night, they're also cold. So you just turn that heater up, and it makes a big difference. I really love heated grips. And the only problem with heated grips is that when you sell a bike, kind of goes with the bike. So today we're going to unbox these heated grips. It's in Chinese, so I can't read that. Let's pull it out. You're going to see that it's quite a simple system. I believe that's all. Yep, that's all there is. And you have a right and a left. So the right, you have your throttle here. That just fits right over there, and you put the little cables in here, and then you have the left, and this particular one is interesting because you got I believe it's a slider of some kind. You have a plus and a minus, so you kind of twist it, I believe. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I think there's like something holding it, but we're gonna mess with this and we're gonna see how good it is. I prefer the ones that have the physical buttons. My ADV 150 right now, it's got like a physical button for a high and a low and an off. I prefer that over the sliding. There's a couple of ways to install it. On this particular bike, the battery is actually up front, making the work a whole lot easier. This NC750 is known to be a very easy bike to work on. On your bike, most likely your battery is under the seat, so you're gonna have to run wires to the handlebars. So I've already removed the left grip, and for this, simply remove and separate. And you can see there's like wires connecting it together. For right now, you don't really have to worry too much about it. This is the throttle right here. You're not supposed to use WD-40, but this works well because it dries. And I just put a little bit, slide this, and then just slide this right in there. It's actually pretty tight. Let's run the other side. Okay, so for the right one, you have to remove this because you see that a cable, there's a return and a throttle roll. So 2 cables. And also here, there's a nut where you can give yourself a little bit more slack. I don't want to damage the cable here, so I'm going to, all right, so that one's out. But I think I am going to loosen this up. It makes it so much easier. And now the other one, without the cable, comes out easy. And that is your throttle. You want to take this, you kind of want to figure out where you want to put the wiring. Put it in, and there we go. So let me see if I can pull this one. Okay, so this cable is on there. I want to put the other cable, just twist this all the way around. Now this is the part that's tricky, because it would be nice to have a little bit more space to pull it, because this should return effortlessly. The cables are in, but you see, like, if I push it just a little bit to the right, it should release it. So it's this cap. And I'm curious to see what's behind the cap, because I do like the cap because it keeps everything nice and clean. Remove the cap. So let me see if it's, yeah, so you see that? It's just that cap and the little rubber. And we want to kind of reset this. I'm getting it all dirty, but that's okay. This is what I'll be using. I'm going to hook up the positive to here, and there's a place here for 2 fuses. And basically you can put this into the fuse box and use the existing accessories, but you just run the original in here, 1 fuse, and then the other fuse for your accessory here. And that's how I'm going to power the heated grips. That's going to be a much easier way than tapping into any existing wire. One of the best things about this particular bike is that the battery's here. So I hooked it up. That is how you set up heated grips on a bike. There's many ways of doing it, but I do recommend hooking it up to the ignition or a headlight wire. That way when you turn off the bike, the key, everything shuts off. I've had heated grips installed on my other bikes, and I just hooked it up to the battery because it's the easiest. And then unfortunately you go to work, you forget it, you keep thinking, I am going to switch it off. But you're going to forget it one time, you're going to come back to the bike, and it's going to be completely dead. And these things, they're really cheap, and they come in a variety of sizes, including the regular micro fuses and the larger ones. As you can see, here's the larger one. I am very happy with those little adapters, and it works great. Now it is time to go outside. If you can tell, it's very snowy out, and that's specifically why I got this thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.